weekend. An American soldier who made the ultimate sacrifice more than 70 years ago was laid to rest today in Pennington Gap. News 5's John Nordello attended the funeral and shows us how our local community came together to honor one of our nation's heroes.
It was an emotional time for people in Pennington Gap as an American hero finally came home and was laid to rest.
And honestly, thinking about the mother and father that never had the answer, never had a body identified of their son. They lived and died never knowing that his remains would be identified one day and that he'd be brought back here and buried where he came from.
Private First Class Harold Wilder fought in the Korean War in 1950. He was only 19 years old when he was reported missing after engaging in combat.
We always heard that he was taken prisoner and died of malnutrition, which is he starved to death. And that's what we thought for all these years and didn't know where he was.
His remains were identified last year. They were escorted from Korea and made multiple stops along the way, including a dignified transfer ceremony in Knoxville last Friday.
It's nice to know that in America, with the bad stuff we're hearing, that there's still people that cares about our American soldiers.
When Wilder was killed, he had 13 siblings. Now, more than 70 years later, only one brother remains to say a final goodbye.
But to be buried with his brothers and sisters, I guess that means more to me than anything. He's close to all of them. They're all just right around here.
Those attending the ceremony say properly honoring a member of our nation's military who gave the ultimate sacrifice for our country is what's most important.
In the United States Army, we never leave a soldier behind, and even 70 years later plus, we remembered, and a son was brought home to Pennington Gap.
In Pennington Gap, John Nordello, News 5, WCYB.